Unit 1. Exercise 1. Carol.
Well, first of all, I am constantly telephoning people and writing emails. You have to maintain contact with your clients if you want to succeed. This means that I also often visit them to present our products or to make offers. I go to a lot of trade fairs too, both to look for new contacts and to keep in touch with old clients. One thing I find quite difficult is negotiating contracts, agreeing the terms and conditions of the sale. That can sometimes be tricky. And of course, handling complaints is not my favourite task either, although I try to see complaints as an opportunity to improve my relationship with the customer. In the office, I spend a lot of time doing market research. The tools we have nowadays are excellent, and also looking at tenders that we may want to make a bid for. I also need to liaise with various internal departments, especially R&D and our production department. Close contact with them is important for making sure our company delivers the service that our customers are looking for.
Dong Sun.
A lot of my work involves writing and checking written information. We have to fill in order forms, deal with the correspondence and invoices we get, and check the details, like delivery dates and so on. I spent a lot of time collecting and comparing offers from suppliers, which means quite a lot of analysis work. And of course I have to write lots of emails. Most of these are in English. And also draw up tenders and invitations to bid. Doing market research also means we have to write lots of reports for other departments in our company. But the job isn't only a lot of paperwork. I also get out to meet people. I enjoy visiting trade fairs, for example, as it is a chance to look at the new products on the market and meet with the suppliers directly. I'm also often involved in negotiations with our suppliers. For this, we need to liaise closely with the business unit, which has placed the order. Our department is basically responsible for making sure that our colleagues have everything they need to do their jobs.
Unit 1. Exercise 6.
So what about the sales meeting last week? How did it go?
It was very good, actually. They're still working on the minutes, but Iris asked me to fill you in on the main points.
Good.
Well, first of all, Chin Sun has revised our sales targets.
Oh, really? So how do they look now?
Well, the targets are quite challenging, actually. She wants to increase the sales volume by 10% overall. I think she's under pressure from management.
Yes, maybe you're right.
There are also some specific goals for the various regions. For example, there are going to be 2 new facilities, one in Dubai and one in Beijing. Apparently, we are planning to make a big push in these areas, and management thinks the time is right.
Maybe it's the right attitude to have at the moment. It would be nice to really enhance our image internationally. It certainly means we'll be ahead of our new targets, if it all works out, that is.
So, what else? India is going extremely well, and most of the other areas are only just below target. The only problem is, as you know, our South American business.
Right. Did Chin Sun present my ideas for improving sales there?
Yes, she did. Headquarters agreed that we should offer more scheduled flights and also start selling charter flights for some clients. It won't be easy to turn the situation around, apparently, but it is possible.
We will also need a sales promotion specifically for the region, perhaps something like an early booking discount. I'll look into that, although I'm afraid it might exceed our budget.
Maybe, but you're right, we should look into it. We definitely need to put in more orders overall.
OK. I could also contact the corporate clients in my area and present our new offers to them. That way we'll bring in new orders, I'm sure.
Good idea. I'll do the same. Oh, look at the time. I'm sorry, but I've got to run. Perhaps we can talk more later?
OK, no problem. Thanks a lot, James. See you later.
Bye.
Unit 1, Exercise 9.
Interflights, hello?
Hello, it's Kim Dong-sun from Purchasing here. Could I speak to John Murphy, please?
Speaking. Hi, Dong-sun.
Hi, good morning, John. Do you have a moment to talk about your request for company credit cards?
Yes, right. Thanks for getting back to me.
No problem. So, I understand you want all flight personnel to be able to draw cash in foreign locations?
Yes, that's right. Is there a problem? I typed all the specifications into the system yesterday. Are there no suppliers for that kind of service?
No, that's not it. As you know, we have some new policies here. We want to offer a better service than just fulfilling your specific order. It is our goal to solve your problems by what we purchase. So, could you help me understand the reason for the order? I understand the crews need to stay overnight a lot, and in some places they need some cash.
That's right. Our people fly to different places around the world. Sometimes they might also have a stopover where they need cash for a drink or a paper, or even local transportation.
Okay. In that case, there could be a number of solutions. We could provide them with special debit cards, or we could give our partner hotels the facility to pay a limited amount of cash to our crew and then claim this back from us.
Interesting. I must admit I hadn't thought of that option.
Okay. What I'll do then is contact a couple of possible suppliers and arrange to get some offers. We can then compare them to see which gives us the best solution. Also, I can talk to different kinds of suppliers, not just for the credit card solution, thereby increasing the competition. It should mean we can find an even cheaper solution.
Sounds good. Is there anything you need from me?
Not at the moment. Thanks for your time. Bye, John.
Right. Talk to you later then.
Unit 1, Exercise 11. So I wanted to update you all on the situation with the various offers purchasing has received for credit cards for the international flight crew. Dong-sun's team is currently comparing these offers. The competition is very tough at the moment, which is of course good for us. Not all suppliers were able to meet our specifications, so they were able to exclude some offers straight away. They will have to assess the rest very carefully and perhaps put in some requests for more information. But the people in our purchasing department are very thorough, and I'm sure they will find the best solution for us. Unit 2, Exercise 1.
Hello, Mr. Adams? Do you have a minute?
Yes, certainly, but please call me Donald.
And I'm Brigitte. Brigitte Dupont. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too, Brigitte. So, how did you like the presentation?
Well, I found it very interesting. I've listened to many presentations this week, as you can imagine. And yours was definitely one of the more relevant for me.
That's good to hear. I tried to give a good overview of our range of products. Can I ask which company you're with?
Of course. I'm a senior purchaser at Air South, responsible for engine parts.
Air South, right. That's very interesting. Do you think that our MRO services may be of interest to you?
Well, that's why I wanted to talk to you. We're actually looking for new partners at the moment. I would need more details about what you can offer, of course.
Yes, I can understand that. This is perhaps not the best place to discuss details, though. Doesn't Air South have an office here in Brussels?
Yes, that's right. I'm actually based here in Brussels, although I'm quite often on the road.
I see. Well, if you have time next week, perhaps you'd be interested in meeting after the trade fair is over. I'd really like to hear more about your company and could give you a more detailed presentation of what we offer.
Yes, that's a good idea. Next week would work well. Then some of my colleagues could be there too.
Right. Could you give me your card? Then I can ring you on Friday to set up an appointment for next week.
Good. And meanwhile, I'll speak to my colleagues and see what time is best for us. So, you are?
And here's mine. Great, Brigitte. I'll ring you as soon as the fair is over.
Good. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
In the meantime, would you like to look at our new catalogue? It has short descriptions of all the new products we're launching.
Thanks. I've already taken one. It was nice to meet you, Donald. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Brigitte. Talk to you soon.
Unit 2, Exercise 6.
Sorry, is this seat taken?
No, please, feel free.
Thanks.
A nice pub, isn't it? It reminds me very much of England.
Yes, me too. Is that where you're from?
No, I'm from Germany, but I often go to England on business.
Really? I'm actually from Liverpool, and this sort of pub makes me feel right at home.
Yes, I can imagine. Have you had the chance to look around Brussels while you've been here?
Well, yes, a little. I think it's a nice place to have a fair, don't you?
Yes, I like coming here a lot. There are quite a few of these comfortable pubs with very good beer and live football matches on TV. Are you interested in football?
Yes, I am, actually. Liverpool's my team.
That makes sense. And Werder Bremen's mine. Bremen's my hometown.
Of course. By the way, I'm Brendan Johnson. I'm with Aircraft Maintenance Inc. in Liverpool.
That's a coincidence. I'm also in the airline industry. Rainer Noack's my name. I'm a buyer at Low Cost Flights International in Bremen.
Nice to meet you. So, how's your fair so far?
Good. I've been trying to find new suppliers for special overhauls, so I've been quite busy.
I know what you mean. You know, there certainly are a lot of German companies here. It always amazes me how much in-depth information German business people provide at these fairs. They always seem to get right down to business.
True. We Germans want to deliver solid data with lots of facts and specifications. We don't want to waste time on a lot of unessential talk.
That's interesting. For me, the unessential talk is often the most interesting. I see trade fairs as a place to get to know people, to make contacts, and not just to discuss the specifications of a particular product. You can always talk about details and the nitty-gritty later.
Yes, I see your point.
So, you're looking for suppliers. May I ask if you already have some information about my company?
No, I don't think I do.
You know, you might be interested in our brochure. Will you be staying at the fair long?
Yes, till Friday.
Good. Perhaps I could come by your stand sometime and I could brief you on our products. I think we could have what you're looking for.
That sounds fine. How about tomorrow afternoon?
That sounds great.
Here's my business card, and I'll just write down our stand number. At around 3 p.m., say?
That sounds good. Now, tell me, what's your favourite Belgian beer?
Unit 3, Exercise 2.
Clever Catering Purchasing Department, Ines Stoll speaking.
Good morning, Ines. It's Marco Falcone of Vino Rubinetto here. Do you have a moment?
Yes, of course, Marco. It's nice to hear from you. How have you been?
Fine, but busy. You know how it is.
Yes, sometimes it all seems to come at once. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Well, this month we are promoting some of our new products in Europe, and we thought Clever Catering might be interested.
Yes, of course. We're always interested in finding out what's new.
But first of all, did you hear that we won an international award in Rome last month?
Yes, I did actually. Congratulations.
Thank you. We were very pleased. I mean, we are convinced of the quality of our products, of course, but it's quite nice to receive international recognition. The award we won was for our new variety of sparkling red wine, Rosso Frizzante. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I saw it mentioned in your new brochure, and I read something on your website.
Great. It's an exciting product, isn't it? Do you think this wine may be of interest to you and your clients?
Well, as you know, Marco, we are always looking for new high-quality wines, but I'm not sure we're really looking for this type of wine. It may be a little too, let me say, exotic for our customers.
Yes, I can understand your point. I admit it is an unusual wine, but we're very confident that people will enjoy it, and it is perfect for the forthcoming spring and summer seasons.
You have a point. By the way, Marco, we will be putting out tenders soon for the next season, so your call is just in time.
Oh, that's great. We will definitely want to put in a bid. You know, Inez, I can tell you now that we are in a position to offer you special rates for your first order, but I would prefer to come to your office and discuss the details with you. Then I could also tell you about some of our other products.
I'd be happy to meet you, Marco. Just let me have our experts look at the Rosso Frisanti first, and if we are still interested, we could meet after that.
That would be great. I will send some bottles today for them to check. Perhaps we could meet in about 2 weeks. Is that enough time?
It should be. I'll give you a call when we're ready.
Thanks. I look forward to hearing from you. And I'm sure you'll be impressed with this wine, Inez.
Okay, Marco. Thanks for the call. Bye now.
Goodbye.
Unit 3, Exercise 11.
Marco, I'm afraid there are some differences between your offer and what we asked for in the RFP.
Do you mean clear bottles versus green?
Yes, that's one of the differences. You know, we just don't like the idea of starting with green bottles and changing to clear, as you suggested in your offer.
Yes, I see your point. Well, I have some good news on that. We've spoken to our supplier again, and it seems they can deliver the clear bottles earlier than expected.
So, if I understand you correctly, you will be able to supply both wines in clear bottles as we requested.
That's correct, yes.
Well, that's good. Okay, the next thing is the price.
The price? Could you be more specific?
Well, especially for the sparkling red, it's quite high, and definitely not within our budget.
Well, I did give you a range of prices depending on the quantity purchased.
Right.
And 26 euros really is a good price. Remember, it's a high-quality wine and quite unique, but I'll see what I can do.
So, you'll get back to me on that?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Next, there's the availability.
Excuse me, the what? I didn't catch that.
Availability. We need wines that are available for at least 10 years.
I see. And in our offer we said 5 years, right?
That's correct.
Well, that's a bit more complicated. The problem is that...
Unit 4, Exercise 1.
Hello, Gabby. Good to see you again.
You too, Gavin. How was your journey? You drove down from Hamburg this morning, didn't you?
Yes, that's right. Everything was fine. The German highways really are excellent, if there are no traffic jams, of course.
You're lucky you missed the rush hour traffic. That's the worst. Can I offer you tea or coffee?
Tea, please. Thank you.
And here's sugar and milk if you need it. Okay, let's get started, shall we? I'd first like to summarize what's happened so far, if that's all right.
Yes, good idea.
Right. Well, as you know, we've decided to lease a new fleet of cars for our management. You've seen our specifications, and I've received your offer.
Yes. And what is your reaction?
Well, in general, it seems fairly competitive, but we feel the overall price is too high. You know, we've received an alternative offer with almost the same terms and conditions, and for a very good price.
Can I ask what they're offering?
Well, one major point is that if we leased from them, we would receive all the types of cars that we need, without any additional fees for special cases. For example, they would not charge us extra for the 4 or 5 cars with right-hand drive that we need for Britain and Ireland.
Right, I see. Maybe we could do something there. How about this? If you took just 5 more cars in that region, we could lower our offer by 5%.
How is that possible?
With a higher number of cars, we could pass our tax advantage on to you.
Okay, sounds good. But if we do that, if we order 5 more cars, we will also need a reduction in the overhead costs for repairs and maintenance.
What you have in our offer is already a very competitive fixed price for each repair.
Yes, well, but I was thinking, if you gave me the annual overhauls plus the mounting of winter tires free of charge, we could shift these costs so that they come under the budget for leasing more cars in the UK.
Aha! If I had known of that possibility, I would have offered you our special repair insurance. You see, when you pay the monthly fee for repair insurance, we cover all costs for inspections and repairs due to wear and tear. With the additional winter package, everything would be covered.
That sounds very good. I will obviously have to do the calculations again. There is just one last thing. If we extended the duration of the contract by another 4 years, would you provide us with another 5% discount on the overall price?
5% sounds a little high. I would say 4% is the limit there, but let me get back to you. In the meantime, I'll send you the conditions for the insurance and an interim summary of our agreements by the end of this week.
That will be fine. I'll call you early next week and let you know how the calculations work out.
Good. Hopefully we'll be able to sign the contract next week. Meanwhile, Gabby, I had a question about something else. Unit 4, Exercise 3. 1.
The product is exactly what you're looking for, isn't it?
Yes, we're happy with the product, but the price you offered is a little high at the moment. Is there any way you could reduce the price, say with a discount?
Well, if you bought another 10,000, we would reconsider our offer.
Two. We could think about the delivery dates, perhaps.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe we can agree to order the items in the next few weeks if you think you can come down a bit on the price.
We will certainly reduce our price if you buy before the end of the month.
3.
We obviously want to create long-term relationships with our customers.
Yes, but I'm sure you agree that we also need some benefits for the relationship to continue. Can you guarantee us cheaper prices if we continue to order from you?
Certainly. Our clients always get discounts when they stay with us over time.
Four.
We've really gone down to the lowest possible price now, I'm afraid.
But it's still not as good as the offer in terms of the service provided. And we've already discussed the fact that the repair costs, for example, will really be very minimal.
That is correct. Of course, we're convinced of the quality as well, so I'll include repair costs in our offer if you accept the price as it is.
Five.
We've been mostly happy with the product so far, but of course we are always looking at our options. So, in this case, in order to continue ordering from you, we would need these small changes to the contract.
But we're not sure that this will still be profitable for us if we agree to these changes.
I'm sorry, but we really have no choice. We could only extend the contract if you agreed to all the terms.
Unit 4, Exercise 6.
So, as you know, I'd like to discuss some of the terms in the offer you sent.
Yes. What is your overall impression?
Well, compared to the other offers we've received so far, it's certainly in the ballpark, but, as I said, we need to discuss some of the details.
Okay. Where would you like to start?
Perhaps with the leasing period. It is very long.
Yes, I agree. That enables us to offer you a better price, which I'm sure is in your best interests, isn't it?
Normally it is, yes, but unfortunately not in this case. You see, the maximum leasing period was fixed by our board of directors.
Ah, I understand your difficulty. However, the period we are offering is the standard term here in London. If you want to differ from that, we will have to increase the leasing rate.
Normally we could accept that, but I think we also need to consider that the building has been empty for the past 3 months, and there seem to be no other interested parties.
You may have a point there, but the leasing period is an extremely important factor in setting our price. Maybe we could set a dynamic rate based on your turnover at these premises.
I'm sorry, I'm not with you. What exactly are you proposing?
Well, we could fix a basic rate that is lower than our current offer, but then we would receive a percentage of your turnover. If the cafe is the success we're all hoping for, it will be beneficial to both you and us. Would that be acceptable?
That may be a possibility, but I would have to talk to my boss about it and get back to you. On the next point.
Unit 4, Exercise 9.
The way I understand the situation at the moment is that you are generally happy with all the terms of the contract. It's just the price which remains a problem?
That's right, Gavin. We would like to create a long-term partnership. That is certainly in our best interests. But in order to start that, we really need a lower price.
I can understand the price issue is important for you, Gabby. And we're also looking at becoming your long-term partner here. However, both parties have to benefit for that to work. Don't you agree?
Yes, of course. But what can you offer us in relation to the price?
Well, we can reduce the total price by 5% if we receive a down payment of at least a third of the annual turnover within 7 days of signing the contract.
You know, Gavin, that we expected 6%, not just 5%.
Unfortunately, we really can't go any further with the overall price.
Yet you are still above the other offers. If that is your last word...
There is one last possibility. So far, we have not talked about one-day registration. That means we would register the car formally under German law and deregister it the next day. Thus, we could offer them to you as used cars at a lower price.
Is that because you would then receive state subsidies?
Yes, that's right. That should enable us to offer you the 6% you need.
Well, it sounds fine to me. I'll check it internally and get back to you. But I don't see a problem at the moment.
All right. I guess that's it then. All other details will have to be dealt with on the basis of our standard terms and conditions. Agreed?
That should be fine. I'll check with our lawyers and confirm it for you as well.
Thanks. I'm happy we found a solution, Gabby. I'll send you an email tomorrow summarising our agreement. Then our lawyers can draft the contract.
Unit 5, Exercise 1. Call 1.
Tejid, Jean Duban speaking.
Hello, Jean. It's Junko from Japancom in Tokyo. How are you this morning?
Oh, fine, Junko, thanks. And yourself?
Not bad. At least the sun is shining today.
Yes, here too. A nice improvement. So, what can I do for you today?
we would like to order some USB adapters for our network. Both the XPR14 and XPQ12 models.
Okay, let me just write this down. So, model number XPR14. How many do you need?
We need 400. And then for model XPQ12, 250. Can you manage delivery to our office in Osaka by Friday morning?
Yes, of course. That's no problem. So let me just make sure I've got everything down right. So that's model XPR14, 400 units, and XPQ12, 250 units, to be delivered by Friday morning to Osaka.
Yes, that's right.
Fine. I'll fax you a model contract immediately. As soon as we get that back with your signature, we can send off the shipment.
Okay, that sounds fine. Thanks, Sean.
My pleasure, Junko. Bye.
Bye.
Call 2.
Phone Europe, Alex Beck speaking.
Hello, Alex. It's Jean Dubon at Tegide in Lyon. I have just received your message.
Hi, Jean. Yes, thanks for getting back to me. As I said in my message, we are ready to place our first order under the frame contract.
That's great, Alex. Let me just find a pen so I can write this down. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, we'd like to have 13,000 extension leads.
Sorry, Alex, did you say 13,000 or 30,000?
13.
Okay, 13,000. Yes, that will be fine. Obviously, we need to talk about the delivery date. If I remember correctly, we promised we would deliver that quantity within 2 months.
Yes, that's correct.
Good. I know our production unit is ready, so I'll pass the order on to them. But you will email us the form as required, right?
Of course. I'll email it to you straight away.
That's great, Alex. I'll be in touch to let you know how things are going.
Thanks, Jean. Have a nice day.
You too, Alex. Bye.
Unit 5, Exercise 7.
Fashion Mode, Roberto Branca speaking. How can I help you?
Hello, Roberto. Anna from Stores International in Leeds here. How are you?
Hi, Anna. I'm fine, thanks. You too, I hope. So, I saw your first order 2 days ago.
Yes, that's actually why I'm calling. I need to change the order, but I'm not sure if the online tool for doing that is ready yet.
Sorry, Anna. Unfortunately, that's right. It should be available next week as soon as all the features of your client access have been installed. But it's no problem. I can type the changes into the system here.
Okay, thanks. But I'll need written confirmation as well.
Yes, of course. I'll enter the changes into the system and the software will automatically generate a confirmation email. Would that be okay?
Oh, absolutely.
So, first, could you please tell me the order number?
Yes, it's WC0001-128JH.
Okay, one moment. Right, here it is. So, what do you need changed?
First, I have 2 corrections. One is the place of delivery for item number 7. It ought to be Brighton, not Birmingham.
Brighton. Okay, I've got that. And the second change?
The women's T-shirts should be light green, not light blue.
Right. That's article number 6. I've changed that to light green.
Wonderful. And finally, could I also ask you to add another item to the order?
Certainly.
Can we have 2,000 women's jeans, black?
Black, did you say? Not blue, like those are for the men?
No, black is correct.
Uh-huh.
That's model number JM-15K. They should be delivered on the 9th of November to Leeds.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's all for now. Thanks, Roberto.
My pleasure. And as I said, you should be able to do this kind of thing online by the end of next week. And if it still doesn't work then, just let me know.
Great, Roberto. I really appreciate it. Thanks again. Bye.
Unit 5. Exercise 10. 1.
The order number is 82/55WR60. Have you got that?
2.
The sales have been great. So far this year, we've sold a total of 136,587 units. That's an increase of 13% over last year.
3.
Good news. We can save up to £18,500 each quarter if we switch suppliers.
4.
I'm pleased to report that this facility was able to increase its output from 850,000 to 1.9 million last quarter.
5.
I have a question about one of the items you ordered. It's item number 17YTE-38R, the 3.8mm cable.
6.
The net total for your latest order is €128,876.78. With the Dutch VAT of 19%, this gives you a gross total of €153,363.37.
Unit 6. Exercise 1. Call 1.
There seems to be a mistake with a shipment.
Oh, sorry to hear that. What exactly is the problem?
Well, we placed an order for 10 sensors, model number TZ20, but instead we have received 20 TZ10 sensors. I'm afraid this delay is going to cause us problems.
Yes, I can understand. We will, of course, send the correct models as soon as possible.
Sorry, but I need something more specific so I can tell our customers. Can you manage delivery by Friday? That would be our absolute deadline.
Yes, of course. I can confirm that you will receive the sensors first thing Friday morning.
Call 2. We called you yesterday morning about the network you installed. I'm afraid that it's still not working correctly.
Oh, that's strange. I asked our service team to send a technician to take care of it immediately. Somebody should have fixed the problem yesterday.
Well, I haven't seen any technicians, and I must say I'm getting rather annoyed. Our mail-order unit still can't access the system, and it's costing us money.
I realise this must be frustrating for you. How can I best help you?
I need someone here by noon, or else we will have to consider switching to a different system.
By noon? That should be no problem. I'll personally get onto the service unit immediately and make sure they take care of it.
Can you confirm that someone will be here by noon? We can't afford any more delays.
Yes, I understand. I can assure you that the technician will be on your premises before 12 o'clock.
Okay, thanks. Unit 6. Exercise 4.
Hello, Aliena Novak speaking.
Hello, Aliena. It's Linda Matthews at Logistics International here.
Hello, Linda. How are things in Glasgow?
Well, not so good. Unfortunately, there's a problem with the latest shipment.
Oh, I'm sorry, Linda. What seems to be the problem?
We ordered your special premium paper for our copiers and printers a week ago, but we've received the wrong paper, and we have some very urgent orders coming up.
Right. I understand your situation. Of course you can't send out your material with the wrong paper.
No, we can't, and our deadlines are approaching.
Okay, Linda. I realize this is a priority for you, so I'll see to it immediately. May I just ask you a few questions first?
Yes, sure.
What exactly do you mean by the wrong paper? I mean, is it the thickness, the size, the colour, or the quality?
Actually, the major problem is that the paper has a watermark that's not ours. Also, the paper's standard white instead of cream white as ordered.
Right. And can I just ask one more thing? I see from my documents that you also ordered shipments of standard white paper. Is that correct?
Yes, that's used for internal documents. But we ordered the other type of paper last week.
Of course. There must have been a mix-up. I'll speak directly with production and arrange a special delivery to you by 10 a.m. tomorrow. Would that suit you?
That's fine. I think we can wait until then. Can you guarantee that delivery time?
Yes, absolutely.
We really can't afford any more problems.
I understand. I'll make sure the shipment is at your location no later than 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'll also fax you a copy of the original order. Could you please fax it back to me immediately with your signature for confirmation?
Yes, that's no problem.
Thanks, Linda. I'm really sorry about this, and I'll personally make sure you get the right paper tomorrow.
Thanks, Elena. Bye.
Bye, Linda.